Well, it wouldn't be a Fisher stream without me forgetting to update the stream info, so I apologize, everybody. We are not doing the Indy 500 fun. That was Saturday. Today, we're going to decal the Renault. That's actually what we're doing. As per plan. So, hopefully you all are ready to see a bunch of water transfers. Because this will be very close to the last steps here in our Renault, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm very excited. Yep, looks like we got the right stream info now. Such a goober sometimes. But welcome in. Happy Monday, Memorial Day. Here in the US. I know it's a bank holiday for the Brits as well. So hopefully you're doing something nice, spending time with friends, family, hanging out. And I have like a stuffy nose. I've been sneezing for the past 15 minutes. I don't know why. I picked up something. What happened? But welcome in. Go to the workbench. There she is. Renault, 1980 Renault RE-20 for the Formula One season in Tamiya 1/12 scale. She came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it. There's some things that drive me nuts, like these exhaust pipes don't line up on the heads. That's my bad. Reno? Hey, good morning, Patty. Or afternoon, I should say. Evening for you. Could be worse. I could be sitting here going, the Renault. The Renault? And with the nasal congestion, it's sitting back, so it's it's maybe making me more French than normal. Renault. But yeah, we're going to throw some decals on her. We can move on to the next project. We got a few things on the table I'd love to take care of. I did manage to score a 1/12 mechanic for this, which I'm pretty happy about. It's a very old kit. Like, this kit probably was from the 70s, because Tamiya no longer makes it. So this guy here, we'll try to get him put together. It'll be like my first real figure work. It'll be interesting to try. But we'll see. So not a whole lot. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. The hardest thing is going to be this wrap around the upper monocoque here. Goes completely around. So this will probably be, that's going to be a pain. And then the car number up under the nose. And I think what we do to aid ourselves with this wrap here is we get the number up on either sides of the intake here. I guess it's not really an intake in this car, but where you normally have an air box. So yeah, I think we'll start there. There's a Renault across the back here. And then the wing, just pretty straightforward. This is all standard car decaling. So shouldn't take us too long. I don't love that this is flipped. Maybe we'll start on the nose. Let's start on the nose. We'll get the car out of here. We'll start simple and see where we go. So here's how I do it. There's probably 8 ways to skin this cat. No cats were actually harmed in the making of this. Close this door. My desk is right next to the sunroom, and it's summer here. I know it feels like it's too soon. It's always too soon, but it is summer here in Florida. And if I leave that door open, the desk gets very, very warm. Start sweating more than I normally would. That's also what I want to do. So I'm just going to try to pick up, clean some of this off here. Because I didn't strip and chrome these myself, the Tamiya chroming is actually pretty good. In my opinion, it's pretty good. Yeah, the undersides are pretty clean, but I'm hesitant to use anything stronger than water. This right now. That should be fine. We got we're gloved up so we don't get our fingerprints all over the finish here. So, the wings are going to be Michelin and Renault. 30 and 31, it looks like. That's pretty straightforward. We'll get those cut out. Okay, so here and here. Yeah, how's everyone's weekend going so far, or week? There's that. Now, since there's no real confusion as to which decal is which, back over here. Cut this here. I'm gonna actually trim these down to get more of the. Let's see how fine they are. Oh no, they're pretty tight. I don't need to. I know you probably can't see this, but there is like a clear backing glue that kind of goes along with it. I'm trying to see if I can get it to reflect for you guys. Maybe not. Sometimes they'll just do like a whole block. Like this will just be a a rectangle of backing and ink. In this case, it's actually pretty tight. It like goes into the T and like goes around the serifs and stuff. So there's no need to really trim the excess here. These are fine. We'll just go ahead and dunk them, get them wet, ready to go. I should get a couple other things. Got some brushes here. I tend not to use my paint brushes for this. This I think I've used a couple times. Fine. But I like using different brushes for this sort of stuff. These are Transon. I don't know. I think I bought these on for like $10 or something. But don't use your painted brush, because unless you're really fastidious about like cleaning your brushes, paint will come off in the water as you're doing the transfer, and it'll get stuck behind the mat, and that's something you definitely don't want, because that's like no good. You end up with a bunch of crap behind. So I don't know. We'll do this. See what's going on. All right, we got a couple nose forceps there. And we got Renault on the left, and then opposite right. Goes in here. Nope. We'll get those going. Yeah. So where do we go from here? Maybe just work ourselves back. We'll need 41, 16. I think we're gonna go with the Renault build. Renew. So, your car on the side. Baroto on the arch, like this arrow feature here around the suspension. Yeah, not too bad. These look pretty well set up on the wing. Everything's fine. I'm just terrified. I think I realized I may have put the wing in backwards, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. Yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, these should be about ready to go. We also have our micro sol and micro set. I'm so glad I see this around, which is great. That means people are using it. I saw Trivial Pursuit use some today. I remember talking with I think Spoon Handle about it. So people are using it. That's great. Those things that, like, I feel like I had to pick up from some of the old heads in the modeling community later than I. Yeah. Let's go on. Yep, we're already nice and loose. I'm just checking that the decal is sliding along the paper. Good, good, good. We are loose. Yeah. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my micro set. This is going to line up essentially just the T just before this end. I'm going to take my micro set. Just going to go and throw this down here. It's not going to conform to the surface. It has like a pretty strong surface tension, but that's okay. Because this is actually what allows our decal to kind of get stuck down and not float. Like if we throw it on a lot of water, it'll float on the surface of the water, and we don't want that. So what I do is I like to line this up. Oops. My one hand, it depends. Slide this off like so. Bam. Now we got a little bit of working time. I think that's pretty good. Right up to the lip there. We're going to use this time while it's still able to move around to kind of get it set in place. And then you could dab this with a paper towel. I tend to use, well, let's do it. Try to pick up some of the fluid on the ends where it's floating. And we'll let that sit. We'll do that. Grab our Michelin. And this is going to be essentially the same place. Micro set on there. Big fat finger fill here. There we go. Get in here. Bam. I prefer to use a brush. Again, people do this a couple different ways. I'm just trying to line up the numbers at the bottom so it's not all cockeyed weird. And kind of in line with the Renault. Yeah, looks good. So before we go any further on that and do the flip side, I do want to maybe do the number up front. It is, I think, 16. Yeah, the straight one. The rest are kind of tilted. Make it look like you're going fast. This one here. Oh. Oh. Damn. Damn. I'm just going to take this off. Remember? It's wise to do that only because, and I've done it so many times, you leave that on there and it will also come off most of the time with the ink. So you got the little number floating around either in your water for your fluid. It gets stuck to the decal. It looks like poop. No one wants that. Now this one's going to be fun. By fun, I mean a nightmare. Why is it going to be a nightmare? Well, this has to sit along the front here. And we got a curved surface here. So we're really going to be relying a lot on our microsole microset to kind of help us get this loose and down. Hey, what's up, White Wolf? Thanks for lurking. Hope you're having a good bank holiday. All right. Is there bloody hair? Hair. It would have made me very, very sad. Sad about that. So this goes, I think, right up to the top of the cone. It looks pretty close. So I mean, no. All right, so the point's about midway through the numbers there. A little south, maybe, according to this. I don't know. And let's get 41 while we're at it, because that'll go right underneath. This here. All right. So this looks about ready. We'll pull it. Yep. Sorry, trying to run away. You cheeky boy, you. Micro set. This is usually gentle enough on the paint to not be stupid. We're gonna hope it stays that way. Too low. Get you Pooched up. That looks to be about where we want to be. I'm just trying to find this point. And our big thing right now is making sure this is centered. Because if it's not, it moves on us. We're already kind of floating it. Here, all that. Beautiful. Okay. Good to go futz with it. I'm going to use the top of the wing reference for this. Really want it around this curve nicely. Too close now. Okay. So I think that's not too bad. It is about halfway down. We got it lined up. Bring it. Pretty good. And then we will have to go in and hit it with the microsole. Get it conforming around that surface. Go ahead and do that now. See, they're going up. Edge that's kind of along. Start of the cone there. Exactly what we want to do. Kind of feather it over the edges like that. I'm going to come back. Try to hit this decal. Out of this microsole. So it may not be ready. Oh. Right. We'll put the faucet stone. My French is pretty terrible. Not quite there yet. That's okay. Here we go. Now it's starting to move. All right. Actually, pretty spot on. All right, good deal. What I'm trying to do. This 16 is nice and soft. I'm trying to get all the bubbles and ridges out of it. I've seen folks do vinyl on cars, and they're trying to take, like, get it nice and wet, and then squeegee it up to try to get all the surface nice and smooth. That's exactly what we're doing here. And all the model kits of all the things you can build have to have decals. Cars are sometimes the worst. Not your regular surfaces. Like this. Like where the decal is supposed to be. This point here. Small ones can be really bad because then the decals are thicker. It's actually pretty big. Decals aren't nearly as bad. Smooth out a little. All looks very good. Yeah. There it is. All right. So, what do we had on the side? It drop car, both sides. Drop car, both sides, above the wing and above the rear suspension, or front suspension. This arm here, so sit like somewhere up here. I say it might be the time to do the reverse side of the wing, because I'm going to run out of stuff to grab this by. And this seems like a pain in the butt to me. Thank you. Normally I wouldn't use such a big bowl to do this in, but some of that, the big pinstripe bodywork is definitely going to be an adventure. Let's get this going here. We get 37, right? 37 for both. Okay, beautiful. Just like this. Two. Yeah, to be honest, I think the sides are going to go really quick. So I do think we do the big pinstripe first. Probably the easiest. Go from there. So there's a little ridge there. Grab me nut. Alright, so good. I'm happy with that. All right, grab you. Oops. That was wild. No, I thought that was going to be... Yeah. And... Oh. All right. So... I think that's pretty good. This is definitely not the time to touch any of the existing decals. If we do, we're going to pick them right up, and then we're going to be real mad at ourselves. We will be so mad. So we'll let that sit. We're going to get grip car on there. Oof, I think I just pierced it. Just gonna get in here. Just like that. Beautiful. It's like right on the wing. I think that's pretty good. I think that works. And then how far back does it go? Essentially right up to the... Something like that. Same thing over here. Touch anything. Good, 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 good. Get this laid down. Yep. So I'm gonna flip you. Boom. Get up there. All right. Just like that. Take a little bit of this paper towel because it's a little wet. It's gonna soak it up. So there we go. And we have our front wing. Hey, sweet. All right, next step. Next song. Let's go on ahead and just get it over with. And do the nightmare. We're gonna do the nightmare. Yeah, we'll just do it. All right, we're gonna get the big old honky dudes. This is a moment of truth right here. If you're like me and you get stuff everywhere, remember to dry your workspace before you start cutting onto your decals. No, it's not one big one, but it might as well be. Well, that's right. We were going to come in. Well, you know what? I don't think it really matters. Let's cut it out anyway. I'm gonna cut out. Where is this 6 going? 6, the 7. Where's all that? Oh. Son of a gun. I didn't know that. So this will be interesting. This will show me where I messed up pretty bad. So that pinstripe that goes around the top of this is supposed to connect everywhere. This will be real wild. Why don't we do those first then? 6 and the 7s. And then 4 and 5, I think, come down. Yeah, son of a gun. That they do. That they do. Okay. And that actually gives us some guidance here for... Yeah, that's actually not bad. All right, so where do we start? I say... Let's start with these. We can start with the middle. Now that I know the pin line runs around the ridge, where I masked the paint, that's where that pinstripe goes. So let's get that cut out. Be interesting. This is gonna be the hardest part of the whole kit, right? But I think we can do it. I think we're fine. I had to guess. There we go. All right. Here goes nothing. Yep. This will be fun. This will be interesting. All right. Okay, we get this on. We'll see how it sits. We'll go from there. I'm optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. I'm going to initially manipulate this by hand just because it's such a big decal. I should be able to work with my fingers pretty effectively, at least to start with. We'll get this down. Where is all this coming from? So, I'm going to immediately get some water in, especially underneath this thing. Keep manipulating it. That, like that. We want this black line to come up right where the white yellow meet. Okay. Good deal. Not as bad as I thought, y'all. Not as bad as we thought. Let's go ahead and get this on. I do want to get these in the water because they will go kind of together. And in the interim, I do want to keep you wet. Just going to keep it wet so we can manipulate it because we're going to have to join up these decals. There's 2 arrow vents. I don't know. Here and on the other side that we will have to kind of pass over. There's a hole in the decals. And then there's another thing. There's like a bulb piece here that we'll have to look at as well. So we do want to get those down as well. Keep that. Get wet, get wet, get wet. There we go. Get you around. Wasn't really ready for that. Underneath the. Boom. All right. Let's see if we can get one of these off here. Probably this one. Not ready yet. Back in there. There we go. Is it ideal? Yeah. Work for us? Yes. There we go. Ready to go. Now, looks like we're pretty spot on. I'll leave this here. Start pulling the decal back. Backing back. Where our hole is. Beautiful. Perfect. Oh, guys. We might actually aid here. Go. Come on. Just like that. Beautiful. Let's get this end lined up over here. And just like that. Line here and that patched. That settled down very soon. Same with this end. Now, this has been sitting in here a little longer, so it'll probably want to fight us. Things, but on top. Notice. Great. Perfect. Yeah. Come on. No, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Great. Drill hole there. Come back. That is great. Let's start mopping up some of this. Lots of water. Yes. Bring a little bit. I can. Well, it's even better, guys. Look at that. Even better. Okay. Those are done. There is a little hump here for that throttle that sticks out that I bent and ruined. There's no good thing could ever be left untouched by Phil. Let's take a look at the other side of this. And if we're happy, we do. Well, that looks good. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, that looks really good, guys. I'm really happy with that. All right. So, next up. Oh, perfect. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. Hell yeah. Better than I thought. Let's get the Renault diamond in there. Should be pretty straightforward. This. There we go. Good. The next thing I probably want to start looking at is 5 and 4. So let's get those off. I'm actually going to leave the numbers on these. I'll do them one at a time. We'll try to swipe them off. Or if anyone's out there, if anyone out there is listening, can you tell me if my audio sounds okay, particularly my voice? We were having some issues with the interface, and I think my interface died, but I think we're okay. It sounded good to me earlier. but I would love confirmation from anyone out there. If not, no worries. We will forge ahead. All right. Well, let's get our diamond on. Oh, thank you, Patty. I don't know. It's like the other interface. Just wanted to take, you know, but I'm done with life. Don't work anymore. Get us sorted. I'm just gonna go over and try to mop up some of this bigger stuff. Uh-oh. Beautiful. That all looks good, guys. It all looks good so far. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, it's coming together. It actually looks like a Renault now. Not helping yourself. Better. Okay. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let's get this diamond on. Everything else will be fine. So we're going to go ahead and drop this in. It looks like it sits pretty low in there. Like lower than midway, according to this. Like there. There we go. Yeah. Oh, she looks good. I'm so happy about this. Very, very happy. Look, it's gonna drive me nuts, kids. Drive me nuts, y'all. It is. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get a drink real quick. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. This will say 5, but it'll really be 3. So, be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you guys shortly. All right, we're back. And we got some Arnold Palmers. All right. So where we last left off, we're probably good to start doing some microsill at the very least on the wing. Let's see how the wing's doing. Oh, it sat down real nice. Guys, that looks great. See, we do one more across everything. Yeah, because some of this is getting... Yeah, we'll hit all this with the microsill. And then we'll go back. We'll do pinstripe the main livery. And we got to do the line work up and around here. Isn't too bad. But this is for... There's some straight pieces and the hook here. So this is going to show how bad Phil missed... How I couldn't really mask the end of this. But we'll see. Oh, I walked right into it, Patty. I walked right into it. This sad. It's all good, though. All right. So we're going to grab our microsol. So essentially this is a two-step. grab your micro set. This usually goes underneath. It can also be used as decal remover. So if you need to get a decal up, this is the stuff that works. So helps kind of suction it to the surface. This is like a stronger acid almost. So this will eat through your decals, soften them up real nice, basically dissolve them off the backing, which is kind of what we want. Because they talk about this being for that painted on look, which is exactly what we're going for. We don't want it to look like a decal. You can always kind of see you know, the backing, but if you do this enough, it'll kind of eat through some of that and really set it down. Just exactly what we're hoping for here. Run it over the Michelin. No. Like that. Come into the Europe car. Here. Got some of this up here. This, you gotta be really gentle with. Like, it can be real easy to start tearing these decals, depending on how old they are, how beat up they are, and how much force you apply to them. So once they're kind of set like this, and we're going through this, we'll call micro sol pass, just be cognizant of that. Like right here, I'm trying to get that ridge out of that top of the 6, but it's kind of see it in the glare there. But, and flip you over at the bottom. Just like so. Oh. Beautiful. We'll let that sit again. While we're here, we're going to do these two. So, line on the right side of the car is 4, which makes sense. We're coming down over the top, and 5 for this side. Go ahead and do 4 first. Get in there. Actually, we'll just get both, and I'll make sure to take the numbers off before they get loose. Uh-oh. Just shoot the lid across the desktop there. Yeah. It was dumb. Why did I just do that? Such a good. Fine. Grab 4. Yeah. Here, you cheeky. You're fine. Come here. That's why I want to get him out of the water. So, grab this 4, move it off onto the paper towel like so. Don't pull it with us. So that might already be too late. Let's get you in place. Yep. See, I hate it. So you tear a decal if you're not very careful. Oof, okay. Now that that's off, let's get the other one out. Get that 5 pulled off because this will obviously go in the other section. Good. And let's get this going. I'm gonna layer some of this microsol in there. We'll pick up some of the excess. Yeah. Let's see if we can float this around a little bit. Lay in here across the one. Perfect. Kind of like that. Move across it. Get it wet again. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. It looks real nice. Scooch it a tiny, tiny bit. Perfect. Oh my god. Can't. I'm blown away at how well this is going. So far, so good. I would not want to do these pinstripes by hand. They would drive me nuts. Come in again. Microsol here. As before, but I got a hair in there. Dog troubles. Not good. So, get this moved. Something exactly like that. Come in, pick up that. Okay. There that is. Next will be 7 run back across the top of this. Straight back and then loop. So let's get that set. We'll get that set next. We'll be done with the pinstriping, and I feel like we could breathe and really kind of pat ourselves on the back, because everything else is going to be smooth sailing. Of course, now that I say that, I'll have jinxed myself. I wouldn't the first time. Yep. Yep. You were just outside. Don't look at me like that. Mama just took you out. I watched her do it. Okay. So, go ahead and chuck these in here. We'll finish up the line work. And while we're waiting for these, okay. We grab our 16s. This will be probably very next. Oh no. They'll already cut the decal. That's alright. That's alright. We're okay. And these are going to be 10 and 11. Turbo 10 and 9. Do here. There we go. All right. That's okay. We'll get it sorted. Let's get these pulled out because they're probably ready to go. Get this moved over here. Yep. It's already starting to buckle on the packing paper. And this is already shifted on it. Come on. Sorry for hitting the mic, guys. So, this will be interesting. Like I said, I didn't quite nail the paint area back. So we'll start with this. Beautiful, beautiful. Just this. Yep. You can see it. You can immediately see it. That's okay though. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Fine. So now, take our straight lines. Like these guys, so long and thin. Really want to. Two things wrong. Something like that. The underneath one. The other one. Whatever. There's one. I'm going to go across to the other side. Same thing over here. This time, run it. Yep. That. Can't leverage the other side. Harder. Do it. You do it. You're so close. Here we go. Do we have it? So close. Yeah. Nice. Oh, come on. Need to be. Piece of it. Yourself. Ugh. Didn't have to be this way. Inside. Here. Leave it the hell alone. Huh? No, of course not. There. Leave it the hell alone. Okay. That was tedious as hell. I apologize for that. There we go. Okay. All right. So we got that set. That's the end of the pinstriping. We really could. There's a piece that goes here. We'll wait on the the mirrors, because the decals need to be laid down before the side mirrors are thrown on. We're pretty close on that front. I'm happy with that. Yeah, we could do the numbers. We have an elf to throw around the front. Do that too. We were gonna do microsol pass. So let's do that. But you know what? Now let's get the numbers and the turbo on. It makes sense. 28 and 10. 26, 28 and 10 on this side. Boom. That'll be for the other side. And then we'll do a whole microsol pass. Yeah, we're coming along. I knew that pin strapping was going to be the worst of it. The fact that we haven't picked any of it up in our hands. Got it okay. Even the masking doesn't look bad. Like, from a distance, it looks completely fine. So, oh, I'm so happy about that. I'm not looking forward to gluing this thing on. There's a little bubble that kind of sits off there. I don't know what it's for. You know what it was? Is that where the gear is? It's where the gear is. So you could stick your hand and actually work the shift. That's what the hell that was. Yeah, we're just hanging out today. Doing the things. All right. Yeah, let's get these on. We'll go from there. We're going to try our hardest not to bump any of this. Now that we just got these lines in place. Definitely going to try to take this easy. Come up from the top. Like that. That was about perfect. I'm very happy with that. Get the turbo on there. Here. Curved. Not quite sitting the way I want it to. I'm going to move it out just a tiny bit so we get the overhang there. Just grab it and throw it just like that. Perfect. Oh, that looks great. Very happy with that. The water out from underneath. Goes. That, guys, is looking fantastic. I am real happy with that. Do you want to pat it down a little more? Fluid still underneath there, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna flip it just like this. Okay. Same thing on this side. This time I'm gonna cut the numbers off. I know where we are. I don't need them. And I think that was the one I cut. So it actually looks better than I thought. I'm pretty happy then. I am very happy then. Take this one off. Like that. Throw that in there. Ditch this. Beautiful. All right. So while those are cooking, see what's next. Like I said, I think we got one elf along the nose. And it looks like there's supposed to be another one somewhere, I guess. So that's 24. That would be this one. Don't know where the other one would be. Well, this 23 isn't you. 23 is not you. Okay. Nope. We'll get 24 cut out. And this goes over here. Like I said, we will have to do micro sol pass on all of that. Simple enough. Let's go ahead and do that now. Well, that's right. We were going to wait for these to go in before we did that. Order of operations failures on myself. Okay. I think we're about ready. Same stitch as last time. You go down real nice and easy. And then we talk about how to easy this. Go this in there, bam, bam. Perfect. Notch this off a tiny bit here. Just like that. Also beautiful. Looks good. Same here. And with this. Beautiful. That looks good. Have it. I think if we slide this up, that's exactly where it should be. I think. With the black stripe, I'm of the one, and then this end up the end of the last turbo there. Actually, pop up here, touch, stop up blue without really moving anything. Oh, that looks great, guys. Real happy. Real happy. Let's see that. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So now I say, first I close this door because I'm already sweating. All right. So, let's check and see how our front wing is doing. Not terrible. There's definitely something going on here. I don't know. It looks pretty good. That's settled down real nice. There's a something, but by the time we gloss coat this again, we should be okay. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that elf. We cut it, didn't we? No, we didn't. We didn't cut it. No. We were gonna micro sol the pass. Right? We'll do the same for the front wing again. looks pretty good, but go ahead and give it one more pass of this. Oh. 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 All right. It's all good. All right, now we're going to do it here. Hit all of this with the mic. Everything with this. I'm gonna do it I'm gonna try very lightly. Seems to be happy wearing it. Should just this. It's good. So what we can do while this is drying is start on one of the main sponsors, like side panels. So the side skirts here. I think we'll start from the right. I like that look. So I'm just gonna do this. Now you guys really won't be able to see this, but if I do that, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. If I do that, nope, that doesn't. Well, maybe now it works. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm kind of hesitant. I don't really want to prop the car up on the side like this, but I'm afraid that stuff will slide. Okay. Magnetti Morelli. Bacom Champion. ROT, Elf, and the big Renault. Actually, while we're at it, we might as well just go all the way, right? So, I'm gonna go ahead and get this measured. This will be the big one with the underline, right? I don't even know where that underline's supposed to be. It doesn't show it. I guess we'll figure it out. This. 29 is our elf logo. Both of them. Beautiful. Here. $33, $34, $40. Yeah. One. Yep. Yep. 12. 12. So this is for the main sponsor panel. Then we have 30 for the wing. I don't know where this Renault goes. Oh. Yeah, this has some like Copeland Billy the Kid in it. The ba-da, 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 with the woodwinds. Reeds. 38 and 43. Eight. Oh. $43. Okay, yeah. Yep. So that'll be the rear wing. Yeah, I think we're doing okay there. Yeah. All right, let's start there. Let's see what happens. Okay, how is the other half of this thing? Seems to be doing just fine. I don't see much in the way of decal sliding. That's good. That's what we want. Okay. Get these off to the side. These are going to be for the wing on the side here. Okay. Here we go. Eight. This don't need it. There's that. Go ahead and get that in there. Our big old left. Yeah. Pretty good. 13 can actually go on this side as well, along with. Take care of it. Here. Try to get. Yep. Wait, so they are two separate decals. Wait, what? Shit. Let me look at the box. Who has now I have to look up the historic reference on this. I wonder if these are just here for additional. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. Huh. See, no one else seems to use it. I think it's just because it's at the bottom of the thing. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. So it's not. I hate to put this back in here like this. Well, hold on yourself. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. Your section down there real nice. Yep. Boom. Like that. Okay. Yeah, because it's like at the very bottom of the sheet. There's a line there, but there's no, it's not labeled separately. I don't see it modeled. Any of the references. Let me see. Bottom line. An ink test or something? I have no idea. Oh. No one else using it. Yeah, it's not even on the historic fleet car. So. But I am not going to use it. I don't think I have to. Something like that. And let's grab our elf. Hold on yourself. I think between the E and the L are above. Teensy bit. Oh. Okay, cool. There's that. Let's get all the other sponsor decals in right now while we're thinking about it. All of this in. Beautiful. I don't know. get bad at eating peanuts at my desk. So it might have been that. Might have been that. There we go. That's come out pretty well. Grab that. Coming along real well. Happy. Start left to right. All right, ROT first. All right, you are going to go. There's 2 dots, 1 there, and like kind of above the N and the A. Here. Here we go. This. Well, all right. Champion is next. All right, everyone. We got ads in about 3 minutes. Just a quick notification. On that front, we did remove ads down to their minimum. I know that might affect pre-roll, but yeah. Hopefully this will make your time here a little nicer. The duration of your stay. This kind of starts at the end of the serif on according to that. All right. Facom and this guy. We'll just pull them both out here. Don't pull it on yourself. I don't know. Up in the number. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, just over the T for this. Yep. For this, I'm gonna over the F to the right of this nut. There. So we're going to dab up here. And we got 30 seconds of ads coming real quick, but then we'll be back. We'll hit the tail. Let the tail get that going. A boom. A boom. We'll take a look at what this looks like. We'll probably do another layer of the sole here, but all right, we're back. So here's what we got on the side panel. That looks pretty good. Be happy with this. There's some curling down at this. Yeah, here we go. Looks like a bloody race car now. All right, slide you over so we can get some access to the tail here. Still can't. Looks so good. So happy. Very clean. All right, we'll grab Michelin first. We'll go up and up across the top of the wing here. Not the center of the wing, but the edge of the wing. It should slide pretty nicely. Beautiful. This here. Beautiful. Yeah, and this is like dead center, the wing. We're really going to have to soften the hell out of it to get into this groove here. Which is fine. So we'll have to hit this a few times, but not a big deal. All right, we'll pull up the other two decals. Then we'll be wrapped for this side. Back oh, MST3K reference. And they would use like stock footage for space commands and stuff like that. They would say SPACOM. SPACOM. What SPACOM reminds me of. On down. So how far down the wing are we? Like a little down? Yeah. We're like in here. Okay. Carbon just kind of goes underneath it. Nothing special here. Just a little to the left. To the right. Something like that. Yeah, looks good. All right. We'll wait for these to stick on a little bit. We'll flip the whole car. We're going to do another pass of the Let that sit in a little longer. We are very close here, folks. We are so close. It looks pretty. I mean, we could put the names on it. We'll just pretty well built in there. All right, so let's go ahead and do the electric and Renault's name. That'll just be right against here. Yep. That's what we wanted to avoid. Not that we'll be using those. Okay. That's and here. It's on the left side, huh? Okay. We'll go ahead and get these in there. Beautiful. Put the number off this. Yes. Winker. Get those going. We're just going to take a look in here. This is what we're coming up to do. This in Big Renault is going to be here. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's something else I'm missing. But no. He is on the tail. There is one Renault on the rear of the wing here. Very small. The really tiny one. And then we got the Corotto along these front aero elements. No, not too bad. Not too bad. We're almost done. Surprisingly. Yeah. Done. Yeah. Back to it. Let's get the driver's name on. And electrical connect warning. Yeah. That. So what I'm going to do, try to lay down. Where's the unused one? Here it is. Grab the name. So, when this is right at the end of this group, lines up with it. Full. That's great. That. Gone too far. And then we'll get this actually goes across. I'm just gonna do this. And it's straight up. Okay. Just like that. Beautiful. Simple. Very nice. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? very carefully. Flip this. Switching any of the existing decal. Move it to this side. Set her down on here. Beautiful. All right, we're going to cut the decals for the other side. Same exact ones. There's my tiny Renault. I found you. I'll do. I should cut. They must have been really nice and gave us extra straight black line in case we hose something. That's probably what they did. They're like, these idiots are going to mess this up. Here's some extra. Props to them on that. So these don't get used at all. I'll tell you what. For the ELF we do use 23, 24. So take this. I'm not going to use it right now. We will eventually. This off, because this isn't going to get used at all. Oh. The other are now. $32. Yes, they go in the back. These are the ones on the wing. So, okay. Go ahead and take these out. Well, these are not going to be used. Here's that really tiny Renault. This will go in the back with the other guy. I have to take another break to take this silly dog out. Thing at the door. You know how it goes. I'm gonna take the pets out. It's over here. That's I still don't know what that other tiny Renault. These. Yep. This will go for now. will go with the wing. That. This. This. There's that. Huh. Is there only one of these? $5.40. It is not used, so this one's not used. 39 is not used. The Chausson. None of this. This can all be saved for a different kid or whatever we want to do with it. There we go. Okay, so same thing on the other side. A Renault Elf. 1, 2, 3, 4 main sponsors, 3 wing sponsors. So we'll get these chucked in there for now. Oh, buddy. We are so close here. And then 1, 2. Done. I believe this is the one on the... No, that one I need. Michelin, Facom, Carbon, to the wing. These are the other ones. So beautiful. All right, here we go. And to be honest, this looks nice and flat. Everything is looking really nice along this. I'm very happy with that. We'll give it another pass of our micro sole. We'll throw it on. Really set it down. Really get it smooth. Here we go. Let that set. Back to the micro set. Start laying this across here. So it looks like the R is going to start just above this nut here. Nut right there. Can't see it. There we go. That's where we're going next. Oh yeah. Doing okay? Right there. Soon, my friend, soon. And we'll get these on. I'm so excited. This came out pretty well. 5 months later. There we go. Yeah, looks. I mean, there's a little bit of paint texture in there, but there's nothing I can do. Yeah, even the line work seemed to hold on okay. My priming wasn't terrible. At least my spray painting wasn't terrible here. The mask turned out okay. That as well. On to the next. Number next. Yep. Alright, so I think we said this is going to be off the R for the nut first bolt here. Rivet, probably. Yes. down for me. Very nice. Ah. Love it when it's easy. Manually there. Pick it up. A little bit of paper towel. The side skirts are not happy I'm doing this, but okay. There. Stubborn. Okay. And the elf. Gonna be smack in the middle of this one. So that's pretty easy as well. Really just don't want it to fold back on itself if I can help it. Dates. That's not bad. It's like this. Beautiful. Yep, looks good. Okay. Look at these on. I just take this dog out. All right. Yeah, it went on nice. Worried. Looks a little tilted. It looks a bit tilted, but like that. That's okay. Perfect. Good. All right, we'll get these on. I'll go take this dog out. 2.5 hours. I don't know. We'll try to finish it up. Honestly, it's not really bad. All right. So the first one's going to be our really, and that'll be smack over the R. Oops. I should have known better. Quiet. It looked like so. Yep. Right. Huh. Beautiful. All right, next is Facom. Starting to float. I don't want them to curl up on me. Go ahead and pull them all. All the way across. I think it's safe. All right. Somewhere about the end of the end. Yep. Champion over the U, starting at the L, or ending at the L. Here. The left. Mm. Yeah. Last but not least, this is going to start at the T, go to end. Yeah. All right, let's stop up some of this. Ah. All right, let's take a quick break. We're gonna take the dog outside because she's been killing me. We'll be right back. Till then, I'll leave you with the Planet Zoo soundtrack. Back in a couple minutes. Yeah, be right back. All right, buddy, we're back. Walked into it again. Dog went to the bathroom. Now, hopefully, he won't whine too much. Let's wrap this up. We are so close to being done with this. Whoops. All right. So we'll start. Knees in here. Up. Get the wing done. Get the Renault's name on this side. Do the big elf logo in the front. Baroto and their elements up front. The small Renault on the back, or on the above the headrest. More on the back of the wing, and then just the big Renault elves on the rear wing there. So, I mean, I'm staring at the pile of decals, and it keeps getting smaller and smaller. So, that's awesome. Where'd the knife go? There it goes. Pink. All right. Goes up here. Is. Across the that. We can slide this over. Perfect. That's okay. Pretty good. I think at here. Yep. At least driver nameplate here. There we out. That looks good. Stop up. Yeah. All right, there's that. So, to the next thing we do. Do this. Stick you here. Both of these in. Get the one above the headrest. We can get the headrest glued in. We're getting close here. Yep. And then I think this elf here. Then all we have left is just the rear wing. That's it. Both sides of the rear wing. So, pretty happy with that so far. Get that dropped in there. See if these are ready to go. Probably not, but maybe they are. Maybe we're ready to go. I don't know if this is a piece of decal or what that is. Whatever. Yep. Nice. 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 Oh. I think they just sit right up on the top there. Right in the middle, kind of. There we go. Beautiful. Done. Looks perfect. Grab the Renault. I don't know what this is. The thread. No, it's plastic. It's inside. Not get too wild here. And this is already starting to curl. Out of here without too much damage. L is slightly up here to the right. Great. Think? Yeah. Okay. Like that. Yeah. The curve isn't too bad. It's annoying. All right, back headrest area. Okay. So there's that. And now, really, all we have left is that tail. So let's see how this sets. Usually I have pretty decent hitting. Yeah, see, that looks great. Okay, next step. Let these sit for a second. Okay, let's get this other Renault sticker on. We'll start one set of the tail wing stickers. Yep. Yep. See if I can slide this forward at all. Touch anything. Yep. Yep. All right. Now you're ready. Nope. It's not ready. Oh, it's brutal being this close. Wait. Oh yeah. Thank you everybody for hanging out today. I do appreciate it. I think got maybe another 15 minutes. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the wing mirrors and the bulb. There's a bulge that's a cutout for using the shifter. I'm going to take care of that off stream just because I don't want the pressure and I got to glue it right the first time. There won't be any resetting or else it'll look like shit because it's right up against the decal and it's being stupid and stuff. But she's looking like a race car. And we're going to get this decal. It's sitting kind of the bottom of the wing on the back there. between the upright supports. Very nice. Looks great. Great. Beautiful. All right, let's see what we can do with the actual wing stuff. I am going to take it down off our little improvised jack here. As soon as I get this number off here, before I get that all mixed in with the decal. Yeah. All right. So these are going to go along the underside, and the top of the wing here is right here. Set it down real quick. Set it down. Get it off the jacks. I want to clean this. Fresh paper towel. A little bit of this clean water I have over the side. I don't really care so much about the underside. The top I do. All right. So what we're going to do, very delicately put this up on its end like so. We're going to get this decal in here. Get a third bolt over, it looks like. Final settings. Here we go. Just going to get this all over here. Not touching any of the other decals are set so far. And there's some like ejector pin marking and stuff back here, so we'll just have to kind of deal with that. Okay. And 3. Smack in between all of it, so it's got to come down just a little bit here, like that, in the ends, something like that. I wonder if we can just pick this up. Is it going to behave for us? Maybe it'll behave. Yeah, okay, good deal. Same thing on this side. Don't touch this side, Phil. Ah. There we go. So there's our tail. Last but not least, same for this side. God, the roll hoop is a champ. That's 2. Put them in the pot. Let's go. All right, there it is. Beautiful. So happy with that. Even though the wing is still weirdly bent, but actually you can barely even see it in the camera, so that's a good thing. That works for me. Yeah, we're gonna be done with this, y'all. This is gonna be it. The Renault is gonna be done. Oh, I'm so glad. And it doesn't look like dog shit. It looks completely fine. Even this. I didn't realize this is all pinstriped up top with decals, but it came out fine. Like, it honestly came out absolutely fine. Here, I'll bring it up. You guys can see how. Look at that. That's not bad. What do I have over here? Just water? Yeah, we'll get this last setup. Damn. Oh. Let me get, like I said, a couple very basic things. Get the headrest in. You can't see it, but sadly not this one. You know what I would like to do one day? Sadly, they're a little under my price range, but they have the the actual like working steam locomotives, like the one, I forget what they are, 1/18th scale or whatever. The ride-alongs like Disney used to have, and they like some of them were actually legit. You know, what do they call it? Gartenbahn, right? You get really big Gartenbahn and do that. But I did price them out. They started about $12,000 to buy one. And I don't have any land. It would just have to go on a truck. I have to take it to the track and take it off the truck, go drive it around, put it back on the truck. I don't have a truck, so there's that. We would have to figure something out if we went that way. But, you know, it would be nice to actually have a working Tamiya. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. You know, they have some really nice actual remote control cars. So, do something like that. That'd be fun. Same thing. We're just going to get this all soaking wet up here. Let's slide the decal off just a tiny bit, like so. Get this in here. Third nut number, I think. From the front, like third nut. And like 4 or 5. Nice. So that looks good. There's so much glare. And Phil can barely see. Oops. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I really could not have asked for better lie down on a lot of this stuff. So what I'll do is we'll go over. We'll hit this with our microsol one more time. We'll call it done. That'll be the stream for today. And yeah, I'm glad I got this done today. Talking about it for like a week and a half. And got it done. Gonna go over these decals one more time with the microsol. Make sure we can kind of smooth out as much as we can here. Get these to look painted on, not like form nice. Come off that backing a little bit, dissolve that backing away. Much there. Hit the Yep. Let's check these sides. Yes. Yeah, props to the Tamiya decals. These things have been pretty great. Much better than the ones I had for the Braun Tyrrell. Bubble here. So we can get rid of that. Yep. Good. Here. Yeah. So there's just like 2 more pieces to get on here. Here she is. So these, I think, are to prevent it from essentially putting all the weight on the suspension. They say don't glue these in, and they're not like a wear block. There's something else. So I think they're meant to sit under, the car sits on top of them and doesn't cause much of an issue. So this bubble actually goes here. And I have to paint it to match the decal. You have to lay the decal first, or else it won't lay down nice. It won't stretch over the bulb, the bulge there. Headrest. To be honest, we could probably even glue this in right now. This goes right there. And then the mirrors. Which, to be honest, they could probably go in too. There is one more decal that fits over top of these. I guess we can do that real quick. That's a non-issue. Do that. Then we'll call it. We're so close. We are so bloody close here. All right. See, it was a little harder on these than I intended to be, but... There we go. Just like that. The other one. Just like that. There we go. There's our mirrors. We can actually look at putting the mirrors on. I'm fine with that as well. I don't know if, I think that's just a serial for the sheet. I don't think that number actually goes anywhere. So right now it's just the headrest and the mirrors, and then the blob. So I don't know. We might be able to do the blob. We can just say we're done with it then. Okay, you can see here. Bubble. Just kind of soak back in there. See what? Let's do this. We'll glue headrest in. Apply the glue away from our model here. It's like we sealed this shut. Cut it open here. Yep, there we go. Yep. Just gonna do it around the peg. So there. Leave it. Alright, we'll let that sit. That looks good. Let's take a look at this. But we're gonna have to pop holes in the livery. I didn't take two. Good. Dry fit here. Good. Really just want to leave it on the pin. Same for the other side. Pop hole here. A little bit around the pin. And then we're almost done. Literally all we have. Take off the proto. No, I didn't. back the livery. Okay. And there's that. So now, all that really is left is our shifter thing. This piece. However, this sits underneath this. This will be fun. We can say we're done. Not done. Still gotta paint it, but close enough. I need like a little bit of sticky tack on a toothpick, like now. What I need, come on. Next. Found some. Here we go. Yeah. Like that. Try this again. That's fine. Let me just paint it red, or sorry, yellow and black. And there she is. That's it. There are no parts except for the stand. We are officially, well, not officially, but decals are on. There she is. 1980 Renault RE 20 F Formula One car. Taken almost 5 months to build. There it is. I want to thank you all for hanging out today. We'll be back, I guess, tomorrow evening. Playing video games. We'll be doing video games tomorrow. Thursday morning we'll back to mini painting. We were doing AdMech. So our AdMech character work. Got that going for us. It's coming along. So we're getting there. We got our leggy boy. Our Skratos. So just blocking in the base colors right now, and then we'll go from there. But got that going. Saturday, I think we're kicking off. Let's see. I gotta double check the schedule. Saturday, we're going to be starting our Golf with Friends League. So it'll be myself, Clamwalk, Danger Ben, and Moria Valoria. We'll be doing 14 rounds of golf with friends over a couple months. Only on, like, I think we said every other Saturday, we'll do a golf with friends stream and knock out like 2 or 3 courses. So yeah, I don't know. There'll be some random stuff. We'll have a tournament format going on between the 4 of us. That should be fun. Then what else do we have? Sunday, we're going to be doing Chaos Rallycross over with Fly Race Dream and crew, including Patty, where we go around and we drive Nitro Rallycross cars, essentially, or Rallycross cars, around tracks that are not meant to be driven around, which is always a lot of fun. We'll be doing that. And then, yeah, we got a 24-hour Nordschleife coming up shortly after that. So lots of things coming on. Also, anyone out there, if you have a game that you love, I want to talk to you about it. One of the things I'd love to do is get together with some of my streamer friends, or at least friends that are comfortable being on the stream, and we talk about your favorite video game. I'm going to call it the games of our lives. So if there's a game that you really love that you would love to talk to me about, just ping me. Let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's hang out. I think it's fun to learn about what people love. Oh, Patty's not a maniac. I'm a maniac. Patty usually leaves the race with far fewer incidents than I do. But yeah, so thank you all for hanging out today. Thank you, Patty, for hanging out. Thank you, White Wolf, for hanging out earlier. We got a real awesome group of people today hanging out today. So thank you, each and every one of you. I appreciate it. Hopefully you didn't mind staring at me putting on these decals, but I'm just really happy. I cannot believe we got this pin line to work. Look at that. You can barely even tell. Like, and then back here, I am so surprised we got that loop done. It's all synced down real nice. We'll get a gloss coat over all of this. Smooth all that out. Look very pretty. Yeah, I can't believe all I gotta do, finish painting this little bump here, and then we're good. And that's the Renault RE-20 Tamiya 1/12 big scale. Do kind of wish she would drive, but nope, she'll be a display piece. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you to my wife for picking this up for me for Christmas, or none of this would have happened. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Anyone got an idea of who that I should raid? See who's out there. Should we raid? You know what? We're gonna roll it into Jace. Jace has been doing his 5-year affiliate anniversary. So we'll go ahead and drop the raid message in, and we'll go say hi to Jace and continue celebrating his 5-year affiliate anniversary. I will see you all next time. Go say hi to Jace for me. He's a cool dude, a lot of fun, and very supportive. And we're doing airbrush today. Again, I'll see you in 2 days. We've got games Tuesday night, and then we'll be back. Yeah, shortly thereafter with more AdMech. So have a great rest of the holiday if you have it. If not, hope the start of your week goes well. We will see you soon. Night.